To tell you that Josh Groban is in the house, in the studio. We welcome you, Josh. It's so good to see you again.
It's such a pleasure to see you.
I feel the same about you. So here's what USA Today said about you. His lush baritone is unsurprisingly a glorious match for Sondheim ballads. And when he does unleash Sweeney's monstrous side in Epiphany and the Act II climax, this is the line that got me, Josh. Groban is downright terrifying to behold. I just don't think of terrifying and Josh Groban in the same sentence. But you are nailing this role.
Thank you very much. It's been a lot of fun. It's a role that that has so many different nuances to it, and he wrote it for lush singing, and there is a lot of romanticism to the music in it, but juxtaposed with all of the heinous acts that are happening. That's what makes the show so interesting to me.
I mean, Josh, you are literally slitting people's throats. I know it's acting, but you do it with such flair and you do it with such ease. What does this say about you, Mr. Groban?
Well, I mean...
What does it say about you?
Listen, Sweeney Todd was Benjamin Barker before he got off the boat and before he, these terrible things happened to him. There was a human being there who was married, who, made his baby girl laugh and had a family life. And at some point, this very human person wanted to come back, wanted to find his wife, and wanted to seek justice. And then slowly but surely, under pressure and under the circumstances, he snaps. And that's I think, the thing that really drew me to the role right now was how do you find the person who never knew that he was going to be the bad guy in this?
But how are we laughing at this, Josh? Because I found myself, the audience, we're laughing out loud as we're watching, this murder and mayhem being committed.
Well,
what is it? You and Annalee together, by the way, are magic.
I love working with Annalee. We've got such a wonderful chemistry. It's great to have a partner out there who balances the light and the dark with you. And there is a lot of humor. There's very dark humor that Sondheim really wanted in this. He wanted people to let out that steam and to laugh. And so we want it to be a thrilling, good time for people. And so when you hear them gasping and you hear them crying, but then you hear them letting out the laughter, you know you've done the right thing.
But you say this is a role that you've coveted. Listen, back when you were a teenager, and we have proof of this, you go to camp and you audition for Sweeney Todd.
That's right, yes.
You wanted this role.
Well, the wonderful Interlochen Arts Camp in Michigan was doing Sweeney Todd. I had just at that point...
And we have you there, Josh.
There I am.
There you are.
I played a painter. I think they had me in an outfit to be a painter. Wonderful being in the ensemble of that production. It's some of the most incredible ensemble music ever written. And I auditioned to be Sweeney. I was, even our Sweeney that year, Rob Rokicki, who's a composer now, we were all young, but I was really young. So it was too young then. 42 now is the right age.
Well, what I think is so great, Katie Smith, who produced this segment, when she was talking to you, she heard about that. She called the camp and they said, of course we still have pictures. So to be able to have pictures of you,
Thanks, guys.
To see that this was something that you wanted to do, and now here you are on Broadway doing this.
Well, when you're young,
what does it mean to you?
It's so full circle. I try not to let how emotional and full circle and what a powerful experience this is for me affect me too much on things like opening night, where we had the original Sweeney Len Carey who was sitting out there. We were so honored.
And your
to have
parents
him
are
there.
there.
My parents are there.
Your significant others there.
Absolutely, Natalie. You have to leave that off stage. You have to leave that stage left and go out and immerse yourself in it, because if you let too much of that, permeate, it can be sometimes nerve-wracking. So I've loved this show. I've loved Sondheim's work. Everybody in the cast, I know, feels very full circle.
The cast is so good. Yeah. I mean, I have to just say to the viewers who are watching, I swear to you, I'm not late to the Josh Groban party. There was a show back in the day called Ally McBeal.
That's right.
And you sang to where you were.
You're Still You.
You're Still You. You sang two songs.
My first
and I went to the producers. I was working at Oxygen at the time, and I said, if we can ever get this Josh Groban guy to come in, I will come in on my day off to talk to him. A month later, they said, Gail, we got Josh Groban. Were you serious about coming in on your day off? And I was. I came in.
And now, 25 years later, I'm coming in on my day off to come see you. So it comes back around. That's theater.
I mean, when I had a show back in the day, look at us, Josh.
Look at us. That was about, it was 2010, I think.
Yeah, you still look the same.
I know.
You still look the same. So I remember saying to Oprah, if
you look the same.
No, you look good. You're a grown-ass man, and you look good. I remember saying to Oprah, when I first heard you, I said, he makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. You should listen to this guy. And she goes, he sounds good. I go, no. Listen again. He sounds so good. So for my birthday, she wanted to surprise me, and you were sick that day. But then Oprah cooked up another surprise. It's something I'll never forget. And Josh surprises me at work. Roll tape, please.
Oh, my goodness.
Roll tape.
Okay, we're on our way to the office now. Getting all jittery.
Well, then you know what? You ought to have a really good time at the concert.
Oh my God! Hold on a second.
Nobody has any idea.
Who are you guys? This better not be your people. This is so. Oh my God! Someone talking to.
Yay!
What are you doing?
No, so the
Success.
backstory, yeah.
Success.
Oprah called me up because I was going to see you that night. I've seen Josh in concert 4 times. And she was saying, you're going to have a really great time. And this camera crew walks in. I'm like, who are you people? And then you walk in, Josh. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that.
And you were singing the song to Oprah on the phone.
Yes.
When You Say You Love Me, that I wound up singing to you that day. Surprises are hard. But
But you pulled that off.
We nailed it.
You pulled that off. So do you know your next move, or do you even think like that? Because I think about how you got started. David Foster says, I know this great singer. You set in for Andrea Bocelli, and the rest is history. And there you are.
You know, I think that diving headfirst into something as challenging and rewarding as this, it empties your tank in some ways. You got to keep finding ways to refill every night, but then it also really fills your creative tank to think about other things. And so while I might have a loose idea of what I want to do next, the kind of album I want to make or whatever else, I kind of let the chills guide me. This was something. This was a big risk, and something about this said to me, whatever happens, this is something I'm going to be really, really passionate about. And whenever I've done something for that reason, it's always worked out.
Well, you nailed it. Please know I'm here cheering you on always.
Gail, thank you so much.
Whenever you decide you want to get married, you know my address. I'll sit on the groom's side of the family, just throwing it out there, Josh Groban. I'm happy in all parts of your life, and your mom and your dad. Tell them I said, hey, I feel the same. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
You can see Josh and Sweeney Todd on Broadway at the Lunt Fontanne Theater right now. Right now. Run, don't walk.